Hey guys, we are learning here about the for loop and while loop. Like loop are very important, right? So here we are learning about what is the loop, what are the different things we need to take in the mind while working with the loop. Okay, so first point, what is loop? Okay, so let's see what is loop. A piece of code we need to run again and again. A code which we need to run again and again, and the number of times, like how many times we want, we can manage it on ourselves. Okay, that is called a loop. What is called? That is loop. So there are majorly two types of loop. Like there are the three, but we are learning only two, majorly used two: for, while, and do while. Okay, so there are something for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Let's learn about their difference. Okay, so in this for loop, for, we here specify before first this, we specify the or variable, like initial variable whatever we want to run, right? Then we specify condition. Okay, like so condition till that variable come. Okay, there is condition. Afterwards here we define how variable increase or decrease. Okay, here we define that, and then here we do our work. Okay, it is a for loop. Let's take an example. Like I have n equals to 5, so I want to run 5 times, a loop 5 times. So what I do, for, I take a integer variable I equals to 0, I initialize it with 0. Okay, then I put the condition I less than 5. Until the I is 5, run this loop. Okay, then I put I plus plus. What I plus plus do, increase the I by 1 each time. जब भी लूप चलेगा हमेशा ये एक से बढ़ा देगा I को. Okay, and we print, just put print I. Okay, so in this way we run this code 5 times. How we are running this code 5 times? First I is 0. Okay, let's do dry run. Okay, first I is 0. Okay, it will come here and print 0. Okay, then I plus plus, I increase to 1. Okay, I increase to 1. I check the condition, I is less than 1 is less than 5. Yes, it is less than 5. Then it going to print 1 over here. Then increase the I. Then it check the condition, 2 is less than 5. Yes, it will going to print and increase the I. Then it check 3 is less than 5. Yes, it will going to print and increase the I. Then check the condition, 4 is less than 5. Yes, it is going to print. Then increase the I. Then it check the condition, 5 is less than 5. No. So it will come out of the loop here. It will not move further. It will not going to print because it is coming out. Like stop here. We do not need to go away, right? So it says this, right? This is the for loop. Let's move ahead and try this for loop with our code. Okay, let's try to in this way. uh, let's try here, int 5, int a equals to 5. Okay, for int I equals to 0, I less than a, I plus plus. Okay, and just we need to do system.out.println I, right? Let's see what it gives the output. So this is just a simple for loop. let's see what it gives. Okay, yeah, so output is 1 2 3 4, right? What we have written here, right? It is correct. For the while loop, yeah, if we are learning about the while loop, while here is a condition, until that condition, there is only one condition in the while loop. We do not need to do this much stuff in the while loop. But for the while loop, if this condition is true, we will going to proceed, we will going to work over this function, right? So let's try to write. Okay, so let's try to write for a while loop, like int a equals to 5. We have to print till 0 to 5. So while we have to write some condition over here. Okay, until that condition is true, it will going to run loop again and again. So we have to print that number, right? So yeah, we do not initialize anything in while loop, so we initialize outside int I equals to 0. Okay, and whatever we done in the for loop, we do in the while loop same. Write the condition like I is less than 5, print I, and do I plus plus inside the code. Remind this, like you have to print, increase the I. If you do not increase the I, the condition will always true and it will run in infinite loop, right? It will run in infinite loop if you do not increase the I, because condition here you have to write in the while loop. So why we are using while loop over the for loop? Because see, in the some of the cases we have to make the condition on our own. Like if this is case, increase the I by 1, increase the I by 2, increase the I by 3. So in this case it is the easy one. Okay, so let's take an example. Like just put over here while I is less than 5, less than a. Okay, and just put I plus plus. Okay, and just initialize the int I equals to 0. So here I am going to show you how it is going, why we are using while loop. Okay, so it will print. Okay, so okay, here we have to put this. Now it will run fine. Okay, so here is the condition, I is less than a. We have to print and we are increasing the I. So it will print 0 1 2 3 4. Let's increase the I by 2. Like in the while condition we can increase with our hopes, right? If I is equal to 0, then increase I equals to I plus 1. We increase the I by 1. Otherwise we increase the I equals to I plus 2. Increase the I by 2. Okay, let's see what is the answer. See, we have increased the value with the condition. So in the while loop we can do this, but in the for loop we can't. Okay, so it will print 0 1 3, because in the 0 it will increase the I by 1, which is 1. After that it increase the I by 2, which is 3. Then it increase the I by 2, which is 5. 5 is not less than a, which is 5, so it will not going to print. So this is while loop. Okay, so let's consider, let me just brief you a do while. Do means there is a condition in the do, whatever there is a condition, do that thing, then it will check for the while. Like do this thing, first it will do that thing, then check the condition. Like condition is checked afterwards after doing the work. Okay, so this is the do while loop. So we are sticking towards the two loops. I think you able to understand. Let's try to do one of the question. Okay, so this is the question. Let's try to read it. Like there are in the contest there are the two problems A and B. We have given the two problems A and B. Okay, so participant A, if PA is greater than PB. Okay, so there are some of the conditions like PA and PB are the two different questions. If PA is PB is greater than B, so we have to store the greatest one after checking the minimum one from the both. Okay, so what we are doing here, like I'm do not telling the if else statement, you have to try it on your own, we have already done before the classes. I'm just telling about the while loop and for loop over here. Okay, so let's put t minus minus at the end. Yeah. So here it is the, like, I have initialized PA equals to, we have taken the different input. We initialize PF and PQ like final profit, P answer and Q answer at 0, and then in the if else loop we just initialize them, like if it is greater than that, put this, if it is Q is greater than this, put this. And it is for the while loop, like we have to run the loop for the t times. There are the t number of test cases. We have already taken the input and we have the t number of test cases. We have to run the loop till t is greater than 0. So we have used the while loop here, like while t is greater than 0, just going to work, and t minus minus, we are decreasing the t, decreasing the t, decreasing the t. Let's try to do it with the for loop. So like for int I equals to 0, I less than t. Okay, like we have to do the work only t times. So I less than t, I plus plus. Okay, so here we do not need to decrease the t, right? So this is the major difference between the for loop and the while loop. It will already run very good because we haven't put any input, so it will give the error. Otherwise it will run fine. Yeah, it is running fine, right? It will run t times, like 4 times it is run and 4 times it will going to print, right? So that's all for this video. This is for loop, while loop. Try to do this question on your own. If you do not do, like, do not able to do, just comment it down. I will going to give the answer video of this. So try to do this. This is very simple problem of today. So this is just a for loop and while loop. In the coming videos, we are learning about the functions, classes, node, linked list, recursion. So stay tuned and say